A winter storm may have ascended upon the Big Apple, but Sportswire Radio doesn't cease and desist because we're live in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the only platform where now all music, all sports, and all wrestling matters. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about here. You might want to say we're going to have some new heat to talk about because our guest, the reigning defending WVWF Tag Team Champions, are going to have a lot to say. And what happened a couple weeks ago where all of a sudden it seemed like everyone was talking about the draw and Wyatt Black, but now it seems like these guys last weekend, 325 7th Street, the Richardson Building in Parkersburg, West Virginia, had a plan. And, well, let's just say that plan was made full of steel. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about what these guys are going to be doing here 2 weeks from tomorrow, where they're defending those WVWF Tag Team Championships. We'll also talk about another place that these guys debuted and a team that they beat that frequent Sportswire Radio guests, well, you might want to say, be jealous about what these guys have done. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about maybe another company where our guest has championship gold, where some guy let's just say he was carrying a mannequin, I can't say the other part of it, is going to be on the same show as him. Boy, do we have a lot to talk about. And I've even got a Christmas gift for a man that's carrying 2 championships belts. Hopefully, he'll have a little bit of room for an extra Christmas gift, because after all, it is Boxing Day, ladies and gentlemen. But I promise you, we're not going to box with these. No, we're not going to box with these two men. I'd have no shot. With these guys. But I know where I do have a shot with these guys is giving them that introduction here on Sportswire Radio, the #1 global radio station where all music, all sports, and all wrestling matters. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy Boxing Day. Let's start this show off and continue the weekend here in style, baby. So with that, without further ado here on the Sports Report, #1 sports show for the reigning, defending WVWF Tag Team Champions of the World. They are Cease and Desist, the Rainbow Chris Phoenix, and he's also the reigning, defending CSC Hybrid Champion. He is the Hype Man. The champs are here. Fellas, how are we doing?
Excellent, bro. Very well. Doing awesome. Christmas season's been good to us.
Well, I can most certainly see, fellas, and definitely don't pass the stuffings, the mashed potatoes, or anything else. And we have some people here in the chat. We'll get to you, and fellas, it has certainly been an interesting last few months. It's always good to have you guys, especially after last Friday. In your chair, gentlemen, there was a controversy king, Wyatt Black, who was, mouthing off about everything about the draw this, the draw that. But I got to ask you, because in a way, it ties into you fellas, because for those that are listening and watching here in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the platforms that you two most certainly helped build, Sportswire Radio. What happened with that guy, first name Nate, last name Steele, that, well, it seems like a plan was drawn that, well, it looks like the draw, well, they're not drawing anything but blanks.
Well, you see, I've been saying it for months now. They do a lot of talking. I do a lot of talking now.
Why do you think my hand hurts? I've been cramping with like just writing down the plan. That's why every time that name happens, I get that.
So I flat out told them what we were going to do. I told Lovable Lester. I told the WWF universe. I told everybody. I was like, "You're not the only ones with plans. You should be careful." I said it, but they're so busy talking and do no listening. He turned on us, and now we have a new member. Are you sure?
Speaking of which, that was the first time they've pinned us since before we won these.
Oh yeah. They of course they always need extra help. That's the issue with these guys. They're great, they're a talented group of people, but they just are leaning on each other. So any one of them singled out, what'd you have?
Well, it seems like a draw that is drawing blanks. But it's interesting that we saw those events unfold the way they did last week in the Richardson building, 325 7th Street, Parkersburg, West Virginia. As a matter of fact, actually outside of the building, because, Wyatt Black, which I'm sure you guys heard this, was talking a lot about Nate Steele. It seemed like he had his issues with him. He didn't trust him. And maybe in some ways, the Controversy King's comments almost came back to haunt him and his comrades in the draw, because all he kept talking about through most of last week's show was his dislike for Nate Steele, his distrust of him, and how much Nate Steele had to prove to himself, Tony Sane, and of course the WWF champion Aaron James. And even Wyatt Black was saying in last week's show that basically he was the leader. He was going to lead the group in the team WWF versus the draw matchup, where he was going to lead the draw side. So I guess then, fellas, maybe Wyatt Black drew the play up for you guys, basically giving you it away and getting Nate Steele to the fold, because basically Wyatt Black said every single thing possible for Nate Steele to, leave the draw.
That's what the kid does. He just talks, and his mouth just got him in trouble.
Give him.
I'll give him.
He was right.
He was right.
And the reason Nate Steele didn't leave is because he had a job to do.
Yeah.
He wasn't there for any other reason but the reason he was there for. You know what I mean? So talk bad about him all you want. He had his goal in mind.
And it's interesting that Wyatt Black basically said here on Sportswire every single thing about Nate Steele that 24 hours later, give or take, you guys used to perfection for, your own plan drawn up. And Nate Steele, he's no longer in the draw if he ever was.
No. Honestly, it was so sweet. You know what I mean? I took a curb stomp. You know what I mean? I took a curb stomp, maybe two. I don't really remember. But the payoff was so excellent.
It was so worth it.
So excellent, yes.
So I guess then the Controversy King Wyatt Black certainly, his actions came back to, let's just say, bite him in the you-know-where.
Yeah. Yeah. About time. Isn't that what I said? Isn't that what we said was going to happen?
Yeah, from the beginning.
People have been waiting for that on this platform with him for not going exactly down that road, but there have been many people on this platform you may want to say have been waiting for that for the better part of a year that he's been coming on here. So, I mean, not going down that road. I'm a Wyatt Black fan, admittedly, but, there are a lot of people out there, and I'm sure yourselves included, that have been waiting for this moment where Wyatt Black couldn't cash a check that his mouth, as they always say, couldn't cash.
I said that, yeah.
That's hilarious. It's so good, actually. So good. To watch him crawl onto Lovable Lester's set.
That was
hilarious.
That was good. That was good.
I don't think he was dressed for the occasion, considering what the weather was outside either. I don't think the draw drew up the plans that it was about 50 degrees or colder outside than it is in the Richardson building. Just saying.
I mean, and speaking of that, did anybody see Tafua spear him out of his cross?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because Wyatt Black kept talking about Tafua, and now he's got to deal with Tafua. At least when you guys call out, Daniel, Tafua! Like yourself, the hype man. At least we could see the competition. We could see, you know what? That makes sense. But now, Wyatt Black, he's going to be seeing Daniel Tafua and the state of mind he's in, especially with what happened with the collective last weekend. Who knows what kind of mood Daniel Tafua is going to be in, the Universal Champion and now the Hybrid Champion.
Yeah. Look at him collecting gold. I mean, he is part of the collective. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
very proud of him. Very proud of him.
Well, I mean, but you guys were certainly proud of Wyatt Black and his comments that, like I said, came back to haunt him. Nevertheless.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been an interesting last few months with you guys in that sense, and maybe this is where you one up them for good, and obviously Nate Steele, the Mountain State champion, joins with the WVWF to fight the draw, and we'll have to see what the future brings with that. And I guess I got to ask you guys then, it must be a good feeling though to end this year as the WVWF Tag Team Champions.
Yes,
it does. We have a lot of people to thank for that.
Yes, mainly Chris Phoenix.
Well, I was thinking maybe you were going to thank Wyatt Black.
Yes, I mean also the draw. You got to give it to him.
Okay,
They were dumb enough to underestimate us.
If we didn't draw their numbers out so many times,
they should have been clutching to these things.
They should have.
Yeah, I mean, because that's a good point you made, because it was in the summer when we had them on and Wyatt Black was coming on. As you know, he comes on. He's here regularly. And it seemed like the draw was going to increase to where almost everybody in the WWF was going to be forced to join them. You guys were dealing with them for months, and it just, according to Wyatt Black, his side of things, that every championship was going to be in possession of the draw, and everyone was going to be, their body was going to be laying all across that Richardson building there, and inside and outside that ring. But yet we end this year, and you've both got those tag team championships. Daniel Tafua's got the hybrid championship, and Steele had a plan that, well, certainly backfired for the draw, and it just seems like right now you guys have got some momentum.
Yeah, we do.
We're coming in hot.
Very hot.
Coming in hot with new heat.
I'm glad you brought that up. That was a great segue. This is why you guys should host the show instead of yours truly, because I want to ask you guys exactly about New Heat, because that's coming up here 2 weeks from tomorrow, because in the WWF, you know, we don't take any breaks, only if Mother Nature says, but even then we're going to keep fighting. And we'll get to the chat here shortly, but a new day has arrived, because on January 10th, with some new heat, fellas, you got some new challengers here in the upstart Bam Allen and DB Rivera. So set the tables for us here, fellas, and what can we expect in some new opponents?
I'm excited for this one.
Oh, well, I've been watching a close eye, and I can't wait. I really cannot wait.
I mean,
I don't think there's going to be a building left.
Oh, we're blowing it off the hinges. So you got this guy, Bam Allen, who is
Up and comer, by the way.
Up and comer.
Absolutely.
Debuted not too long ago, like a house on fire, man. This kid was all over the place, literally on the ceiling. Like, I mean, he was putting in his work, and I mean, much respect to Bam Allen.
Yes.
And then you've got a guy who, I mean, who's kind of an unknown, but I mean,
I haven't worked with him.
I was watching some of his stuff when I found out he was going to be.
Yeah, I did too. I've watched.
I mean, he's clearly got it.
Yeah,
he's clearly got it. He's got the skill. He's got the speed. I mean, but I don't know if these two actually know each other.
That's where
I guess we're going to find out, and you fellas are going to find out. But you both said something interesting, and I want to talk about that because this is a rather unknown team. Bam Allen is an upstart. DB Rivera, we really don't know much here about in the WVWF. You guys have been battling with the likes of the draw for months. You guys battled Phoebe Harper and Godric Sandwell also, and everybody knows them. And Godric Sandwell is here next Tuesday, and I'm sure he'll have plenty to say about whatever else is on his mind, especially Phoebe Harper. But how do you guys then prepare for a team that you basically know nothing about?
Well, there also lies the conundrum because we also have an up on them. We know each other. We know what we can do. So I mean,
as far as preparing, for
it is difficult.
That's what we've been doing.
Yeah.
That's like, how do you prepare for a new team? Well, we just beat the entire tag team division. That's why we're making new teams. We have been preparing. This is what we do. We prepare for the next match with the last one. You know what I mean? Like, how do you prepare for two collective monsters and damnation at the same time?
Or all different combinations of damnation,
right?
Or combinations of the draw. Because I remember facing Aaron James and Wyatt Black, and then Wyatt Black, and then Tony Sane.
I mean, even
how about Godric Sandwell and Phoebe Harper? I mean, you faced them, right?
Even Godric and Phoebe, that's an unknown.
I mean,
they don't even know what they've got.
Pirates.
Yeah.
We faced heavy metal pirates too, but not.
I was going to talk about that in a little bit. I was going to bring that up. I'm glad that you and I are on the same page there.
But I mean, like, and mind you, up until this point, I'm pretty new to tag team wrestling. But so like everything has been pretty new to me this whole time. It's just being able to adapt to, all right, I can't outspeed this guy. What can we do? Or I can't outstrength this guy. What can we do? Or he's got, I have yet to come across a team that could really handle our timing. Our collective timing is fire. It is fire.
Well, that's cool because you're the hype man, he's the rare bird. So yeah, I mean, obviously we know that. But again, it's an intriguing team, an upstart, and a guy in DB Rivera who's been around a little bit. His name I've definitely heard in different places. So it's certainly a different challenge than the likes of Damnation, the likes of most certainly whatever combination of the draw you gotten, and Stars Aligned, who you just faced.
Or collective.
There,
we had Banana Man, Lestat, and Ampo, two monsters.
But the Ampo's here in the chat. I'm gonna get to him.
What up, fella?
I'll get to him. But you faced all these different teams, but now you face a team that, once again, is maybe the most different one, and it's the first challenge of 2026. That's what makes this so interesting.
I mean, I know we got to start the year off hot, and what better way to do it in a challenging ourselves situation? You know what I mean? Like,
I will never back down from a challenge.
Oh, we know that you guys haven't done that because we know what the numbers game was for you guys against the draw for all those months. And you now guys have come up with a plan with Tony Sane and joining the WVWF's ranks to fight the draw. You guys have been outstanding champions. You've been fighting champions. Like I said, we mentioned different names, Damnation, the Collective, certainly whatever combination of the draw. And most notably, the team of stars aligned, Phoebe Harper and Godric Samuel. So you guys have been the definition of fighting champions, but this is going to be your most interesting test, I think, coming up here in 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm hyper excited about it.
Well, you're a hype man. You're always excited.
Fun intended.
Oh, okay. Well, that really makes things interesting. That makes things interesting. I guess then I should probably ask, because this is going to be your first match of the year here in 26. What are the goals for you guys in 2026?
Wow. We got tag gold.
I mean,
you got singles gold as well.
Yeah.
I only have tag gold.
Well, as far as there's something you can deal with.
Herein lies this too. There's two things coming up. One thing coming up January 10th. The Battle Royal. I don't know if that's been announced, but there's like a Battle Royal or something, and I pinned Aaron James. And yeah, he pinned me back. But listen,
I pinned him for 8 seconds.
Well, I pinned him first. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Well, that's a good thing that I'm sure we'll talk about in the next few weeks and what happens there. And there's no question you guys are up for the WVW of the year in 2025, Feud of the Year, Breakout Star of the Year. So you guys are in a bunch of these different awards. Go to the WVWF's Facebook page to vote. Also, congratulations to the WVWF on reaching 1,000 followers on its Facebook page. I think I heard from a
congratulations.
I think, didn't I not hear that means that the next show's free, by the way? Because I heard 1,000 followers. I wish I could go, because I mean that would be a great segue. I know. I wish it was.
Totally.
Live next to the Richardson building, because I would be there.
But yeah, it's going to cost you more than the price of admission.
Yeah,
I understand that, and I understand that, but I think that's going to be a great treat, and congratulations to everybody making that happen at 1,000 followers, and we're on our way to the next 1,000 followers here in the WVWF, and you guys are going to be a huge part of those things coming up, and I'm very excited. We'll get to some people here in the chat in a few minutes, but I heard you guys mention it because there's a fellow that's here in this chat that I know is going to be back on here in a few weeks after his match, because from my understanding, you guys debuted in a company, well, let's just say, you might want to say with the initials MVP, and beat a team that, well, let's just say maybe a team that's peanut butter and jealous might be jealous of, because you beat them. And talk about your debut in a company less than 2 weeks ago with the initials of MVP.
So that was fun.
That was real fun. Tough. Real fun.
Good fight. Good fight.
Yeah.
Good fight. Yeah.
I mean, like, it could have gone either way. I'm not even gonna lie. It could have gone either way. I think we just beat him to the punch. You know what I mean? They weren't expecting the old bait and switch. They had us on the ropes and we got around them. You know what I mean? They were gonna cream him with some finisher thing, and he moved out the way, and
too smart for that.
Other guy gets smashed, and then he's trying to help his partner to take their eyes off of us, and that was the mistake of the century. And well, that's all she wrote. I mean, the Heavy Metal Pirates. That's was it Curly John and Big Metal?
That team that's been on here, Peanut Butter and Jealous, they've had their problems with the Heavy Metal Pirates. I'm sure you've heard of the team of Peanut Butter and Jealous, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, wait.
I know, Hype Man, you've been in the ring with one Max Ham, right? That I know. And then there's Anthony Lovelace, who's the be-all, end-all, and he's here in this chat right now.
Of course, Andrew Lovelace.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, how you doing?
He's here.
What up,
here.
Andy?
So, speaking of Andrew Lovelace, I'm gonna take a page. Can I do it?
You want
Can I do
take
it?
a page of it? Go
Can
ahead.
you do it? You want to do
Go
it?
ahead.
Can you do it?
Go ahead. Do it.
Okay.
Do it. You go ahead.
I mean, I really don't know who Peanut Butter and Jelly really is. They didn't beat no heavy metal pirates.
They ain't beat no
I mean,
cease
cease
and
and
desist.
desist. I'm sorry, I got it wrong.
Listen. They ain't beat either one of them.
Sorry, Justin, I got your thing wrong. I didn't.
Oh,
I do love you,
I
though,
don't know
buddy.
anybody named Justin. Oh,
I mean, who, Justin? I said
Justin
Justin.
who? You
I
said
don't know
you,
anybody
Justin.
named Justin. I mean, I know people named just in case, but I don't know anybody here. Just in case, I don't know anybody with that name. Just in case you
Oh,
Wait,
that's right. Well, let's get it last time they were on here because we were watching. That's right.
Yeah.
Who said that?
He
Oh,
got him.
Uh,
But
do love you, buddy.
well, you
As-
guys have been very successful of late. I mean, but obviously those
I'm always
teams
down for the challenge.
I mean, who knows? Maybe you guys have your sights on more tag team championship gold. Just saying.
that would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice. I got space. I don't have too many belts yet. I have space.
Ultimate Dragon did it singles. Why can't we do it as a tag?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Why not?
Kind of, but we can do it better.
We could.
At this point,
Oh,
anything's possible.
And you were talking about goals.
Yes,
and,
I was.
And so like, these aren't just belts, man. These are titles. These are physical manifestation of the fact that we lead two divisions, or I lead two divisions, and he helps me lead.
Yeah, lead one.
You know what I mean? And so my goal is to make these things matter.
Yes.
And I mean,
they matter a lot.
They matter a lot. That's why we've been having so much success. You know what I mean?
Because they matter.
This isn't just a ornament. You know what I mean? Like this says that we are the best of WWF, and I'm out to prove it.
Well, I'm glad that you had said that you want those things to matter, because, I'm going to do it right away, because I know there's people here in the chat and they want to get to you guys. But speaking of things that you may want to matter and may matter for your career, for those here,
congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
Member of the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame. So I know it doesn't compete with those two championships you got there, Mr. Hype Man, but I'll try my best and give it to you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that very much. I've got a little collection now. When I get a trophy room, it's gonna be awesome.
Wow, you're gonna be, well, I'll have to keep giving you Hall of Fame inductions, and maybe you want to meet those guys in MVP, Peanut Butter and Jealous. Maybe you'll take over that tag team division, and then let's just say you'll make even the Cats. Ladies and gentlemen, Cats even won championship gold. Even the Cats. It's that time of season. Wait, no, the Cat's running away. No, are they running away because Peanut Butter and Jelly?
She absolutely loves this one.
Ladies and gentlemen.
She wants to fight me for this one. Every time I come in the room, she's laying on it or like rubbing herself on it. And I'm like, give it back. And she's trying to swat at me. I'm like, ring the bell. Let's go.
Well, I mean, you definitely are going to ring some people's bells. And yeah, I would love to see you guys in MVP more often and certainly take away tag team championships. We knew that Loveless and Hammer were gunning for those tag team championships. And obviously, Mother Nature certainly had a factor in maybe why they weren't there, but they're going to be back, I understand, here in the month of January. And who knows, maybe you'll add another win to your resume in defeating that Peanut Butter and Jealous. Maybe you make Peanut Butter and Jealous cease and desist.
Man, we almost make a whole sentence.
Well, you know what? We're going to get to some people here in the chat. You guys, I know, are busy men. We have a lot to say, and I will do that here now. Zilla's here first. Thank you, Zilla, for being here. Zilla, that you are doing well. Zilla was excited about this one. The enforcer of Sportswire Radio, who I understood did some design work for Wyatt Black. The Oxford doing well, and hope everybody's Christmas is doing well. Robert Scott's checking in here. Wanted to say Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you to the one and Robert Scott. Speaking of somebody that you have some history with, for whatever reason, wanted to tell you, change the battery in your alarm.
What?
That's Ampo's destroyer. Ampo. Yeah.
Ampo, change the battery in my alarm.
From Japan, by the way.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, you just the collective. They're always trying to collect their thoughts and just
Yeah.
yeah. And beep, and thank you, Ox, for giving us the beep. Obviously, somebody here scouting for Peanut Butter and Jealous is a big Peanut Butter and Jealous fan. You probably have seen her before in MVP shows, or maybe at the most recent one. But her name's Jennifer, and she's obviously a fan of Peanut Butter and Jealous, as you could see, because she's got the Andrew Lovelace shirt on here. And there he is, Mr.
Hey, what up,
speaking of somebody who's going to be here Sunday at 5 o'clock to talk more about what's going on in the WVWF, and that is the one and only Courtney Wood, who said, "What up, what up, what up, champs? Hope you had a good holiday. It will have a great hype year." I mean, that's I couldn't have said it any better. I could not have said that any better.
Yes. Hi, Courtney. Thank you.
She's got some more comments. We'll read them off. Also, for you, the Rare Bird, Chris Phoenix, we have a project that's going to be a lot less rare that's coming, and it'll be, let's just say, as good as the collectives. I ad-libbed a little bit there. I'm so excited to see DB Rivera and the WVWF. Take my word on this. You guys are in for a challenge. What's your thoughts?
Good. Yes.
That's what we want.
That's what we're looking for. Yes.
We love a challenge.
That's what we're here for.
Yes. That's how we got these, because we love the challenge.
Well, you're going to get one because DB Rivera is coming here to take your championships. And with a guy in Bam Allen, a newcomer who's an upstart. And we've seen upstarts here in the WWF of late. A guy you've had a lot of problems with in Wyatt Black and Tony Sane. And he's another one that's in that long line of upstart talents here in the WWF that would like an opportunity and would like to win championship gold. And we'll see if Bam Allen does that at your guys' expense. But something tells me that you're going to cease and desist his opportunity to win your tag team championships alongside DB Rivera. And we're using that line. DB Rivera is money. He is certainly that. And beat the whole. You knew that this was going to happen. Beat the whole division, you say?
I mean,
the whole tag team division in WWF,
except for Bam and DB Rivera.
Yeah,
we're on our way.
I don't know anybody else. I mean, unless I'm missing something.
I
would love to sit. I would love to sit there and be able to do the interviews alongside Courtney, and hopefully one day we'll get to the Richardson building, because it is ingrained in my head, Bella. 325 7th Street. Richardson Building, Parkersburg, West Virginia. It is ingrained in my head, that location. So hopefully there is a way. Thank you, Zilla. Who else we have here? Oh, speaking of other people that you've beaten recently, I want to bring up his comment. The gentleman of exquisite caliber won.
Godric.
Joyous holidays to all, Mr. Phoenix, Mr. Lasers. Those tag team championships mean the world because of you.
Well, thank you, good sir. Thank you. Always humble. Such a gentleman of exquisite caliber. I'm telling you.
I mean, and that guy's in the back. Listen, that guy's good.
Yeah,
that guy's
really good.
He is a great wrestler, but something tells me Phoebe Harper doesn't necessarily share the same warm vibes that he does.
Okay. I see it. The stars are kind of aligning.
He's making a difference in her.
She did shake her hand. To be fair, she did shake her hand.
He was like pulling teeth.
Yeah, I know. There was a hand extend, and she was all like,
so she gives me this dead fish, right, and whips her hand away real fast.
Be careful, Courtney's listening to this. Courtney's not gonna like this. Go ahead.
I'm just saying what happened. She gives me this dead fish, barely shakes my hand. She whips it away. She yells something in the crowd, and somebody throws her a bottle of hand sanitizer, and then she claims he has bird flu.
Yeah, of all things. Come on.
Well, I guess they say apparently flu season's in effect, but who knows there? But yeah, Phoebe Harper is definitely an interesting individual, and who knows? Maybe one day we'll see her.
I will say this: every time I've been in the ring with her, she's been cunning. She's been tougher than a $2 steak.
That's what they all say. This was my first time stepping in the ring with her. Yeah. She's tough. I'll give her that. She is real tough.
And well, she now has a chance to win the hybrid and the USWA Universal Championships here coming up. She could be a double champion in 2 weeks, and then boy, that would be quite a story there. I mean,
Now this match
stars aligning,
is Tafua and Wyatt Black and Phoebe.
Yeah.
And there's another guy, right?
Is it a 3-way or is it a 4-way?
It's
a 4-way. It's a 4-way.
And Taxi Man. Don't listen.
Yeah, Taxi Man, right?
Listen, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna say that I know who's gonna come out on top, but
that's gonna be
everybody seems like they're in over their head except for Tafua.
Yeah.
Well, Tafua is he's a fighting champion. He is obviously fighting. He is fighting for a legacy, and he is fighting for a Samoan legacy, and he's the Samoan Nightmare, and he is certainly a nightmare to deal with in that ring, and boy, Wyatt Black is going to find that out firsthand. I'll tell you that much here. That's for sure. I mean, I am really fascinated to see what happens to the controversy King Wyatt Black when he has a Samoan Nightmare coming up.
I mean, I'll tell you this. I know the fire that these put in my belly.
Yeah.
And I could only imagine what that fire does for a guy like Tafu.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody loves saying that, and I want to make sure because I can see Courtney's definitely not happy with some of these comments here.
Sorry, Courtney, but
a little bit better. Give her a sub on YouTube. Hit a sub button.
Everybody doesn't like the truth.
We'll talk a lot about some of the things she's going to be doing on Sunday's show. We'll talk a lot about what's going to happen here at New Heat, and I am appreciative. I do want to give a shout out to somebody that's actually, I think, watching me right now, who I know in the friendly confines here, not so friendly confines right now, considering the weather in New York City. Mr. Bob Trackman, Mr. Bob, who said he's trying to follow me. Yeah, Bob's a good man, and he's a community leader, and he said that he stopped watching wrestling during Bruno Sammartino, but he says we're interesting tonight. So thank you, Bob, for tuning in. So we appreciate it.
Thank you, Bob.
Yeah, Bob's a nice man, but we'll move on to some other comments here. We'll get to more shortly. Yes, thank you to the Hype Man, and I'm glad, Zilla, you agree, because the Hype Man now is a 2-time Hall of Famer. That's you. By the way, you and the Rarebird, 2-time Hall of Famers. Very impressive.
Yeah, dude, two-time.
Who knows? Maybe by a month or two, you'll be three-time Hall of Famers there. And let's get to some more comments. Yes, hello. Let's get to the non-hello comments. Please, gentlemen, you make me blush. We must meet in that ring again soon. Godrich's going to be here in less than 2 weeks. I can most certainly bring this up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I can't wait to be in the ring to wrestle Godric again.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
I even might watch that.
I mean,
too.
And like, okay, so like on a professional level, I'm interested in seeing what's going to become of Stars Align.
Yes.
It looked like kind of like the Odd Couple, just kind of hodgepodge thrown together. But I was in there with them. We were in there with them.
But they're tough. They
got something.
Listen, Phoebe, regardless of Phoebe and her personality, I mean, Phoebe is very good in the ring. I mean, Phoebe is a heck of a competitor. Godric, I mean, goes without saying. Godric's been coming on Sportswire for the better part of over almost a year and a half now. We know what Godric can do in the ring. But it's just a matter of their personalities are almost like the Odd Couple. Literally, they're not even a couple. They're just total polar opposites, figuratively and literally out there. I don't know what more else I can say about it. Courtney's going to say even more than I will about it on Sunday. But the facts are is that I said it when Godric was here a couple weeks ago on Sportswire. They're, to me, the most intriguing scenario right now in the moment in the WWF because they don't get along, but yet they sort of have each other's back. And maybe Godric's sort of rubbing off on Phoebe, I guess, but who knows?
It's a progress, I guess.
It's progress. I mean,
maybe
he did get her to shake her hands, and she was not happy about losing.
Well, that's slap.
Yeah, she's rude. She's pretty rude.
That was rude, though.
Yeah, she's pretty vicious, man.
Well, she's definitely got her own way of doing things. And thank you, Bob. Bob says to everybody to stay safe. Appreciate that. hit the sub button for Courtney. We'd appreciate that very much. Also, I apologize for the after the match conduct. I am working as diligently as possible to aid in some form of manners. Like I said, I still think that these two definitely are, let's just say, on polar opposites. They're definitely polar opposites. I mean, Polar did have a number one hit called Opposites Attract, but I don't think this is going to work between those two in that sense. The video is funny, but I don't necessarily think that we're going to quite see the 2026 version of that with Godric Samuel and Phoebe Harper. Just saying. I mean, they said
you don't think they'll last?
I don't know. I think once they find a groove, they're going to be there for a minute.
Yeah, they'll find a.
We'll find out if we'll find out if they can groove. We'll find out. We'll have some more groovy comments here shortly. Can someone pluck the Phoenix bird away? Listen, animal cruelty. I am against animal cruelty. 100%. I am against animal cruelty, and that's don't go there. Don't do that there, okay?
Listen, Andy. We can you can pluck all the birds you want once we get in that squared circle. I mean, we've made it to MVP now, so now there's no excuse.
Yeah. There's no way we can't have this happen.
Yeah, I mean, like we're here.
Let's do this.
Well, the guys are going to be here after the next MVP show, which is the same day you're defending those tag team championships. They're going to be here the following weekend. So I'm going to be talking with those two individuals.
I will be watching.
And I'll remind you of that. And I'll remind you about this comment of animal cruelty. I am against animal cruelty there, okay?
Yeah. That's not really cool, man.
Leave my bird friend alone.
Yeah. Leave the birds alone. You're lucky Phoebe even considered shaking your hand. You cut out the best part of that story. She threw the hand sanitizer and it cracked Tyler strategically right below the belt. She is perfect. See, I told you.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's so funny.
That's why you're always going to protect the McNuggets.
Always protect the McNuggets.
Protect the McNuggets.
Well, it's funny you said that because yesterday on the show, we actually had our guest, Sean Jovi, the resident rock star, who is Santa's resident rock star, actually have that happen to him where, let's just say, he, in his match and why he lost, well, let's just say he got hit where those jewels might be, and they definitely, they broke, and then afterwards he took an attitude adjustment, and that was, all she wrote for him. So that may not have been the best part of his story, but we'll get to some more better comments, hopefully. Master Loveless, we'll go on from there. Okay, so I guess we'll see what you guys do going forward. But I hear March 14th, I have the poster for it up, Mr. Hype Man, which I see that you're a part of, and I hear some guy named Al Snow's going to be there, the snowman, or what?
Yeah. So I can feel the electricity now that you brought it up. It'll be it'll be our time to show what we got. Obviously that is the opportunity of a lifetime. But just to learn from the guy, you know what I mean? Like, because like go ahead.
The knowledge.
The knowledge
he's got.
And so I'm always looking for a better way to sharpen my craft, get a little stronger here, get a little quicker here, get a little smoother there, you know what I mean? And just my training situation has become turbulent, you know what I mean? So now I'm just kind of pulling from where I can pull from training. Yeah, I mean, normally every other Friday. Over the holiday season, it's been a little weird, but it's just the opportunity to really get to really pick his brain. You know what I mean? Because not only has he had one of the most memorable spots in the biggest company ever, memorable career, but I mean, I'm talking about his spot as Al Snow, and that whole spot, not just the one spot. I'm just talking about his whole, no one, you couldn't have another Al Snow.
No,
you couldn't have Like who's doing that? Like who? Like there's really not. I just like I don't know, but either way, it's just
And how
like
about I would even say going further, the shape he's in right now. I mean, this is a
Right,
man that you
he's
talked about
really
him
good shape.
a quarter century ago, but right now he may be in better shape, as crazy as it sounds now, than he was
yeah,
then.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what I was gonna say. Like, not only did he have one of the most memorable, careers and spots in WWE history, but he also creates superstars. He molds them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
that's the guy we need to talk to.
Yeah.
That's the guy. That's the guy we need to talk to. Yeah.
But speaking
Yeah,
of March 14th, I got a
Yeah.
bone to pick with the CSE, the current Crown Sports Entertainment World Heavyweight Champion, Kyle Horton. Or I should say,
Oh, I know Kyle Horton.
tonight, I'm still owed a rematch clause for that title. So don't be expecting me to get that back. I almost. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah. Don't forget. I had a little scuffle.
Don't forget that.
With bird things,
Yeah, I had a little scuffle with Kyle Horton not too long ago.
Yeah, we don't condone animal cruelty here on Sportswire with that Andrew Lovelace comment. We may love seeing Peanut Butter and Jealous come on here, but that's something that we will not condone it. And there is the poster, and it's going to take place here on March the 14th. It's the CSE show from Crown Sports Entertainment. It's Exordium, and you are going to see a training seminar with the one and only legendary Al Snow from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., and it's only $50. And you're going to learn so much from a man that has done so much for our sport and is still doing a lot for our sport. You've seen him in WWE, obviously ECW, TNA. This is a man that has done so much for our sport, and he is going to be here at our next show for Crown Sports Entertainment, and that's going to take place here at the Triadelphia Town Hall at Triadelphia, West Virginia, 4453 National Road. That's going to take place March the 14th, and it's coming up here less than 3 months, so you better be there. We know that Hype Man Dan Laser is going to be there. We know that the Rare Bird Chris Phoenix has a bird to pick, a bone to pick, and a bird to pick with Kyle Horton. So maybe he'll show up to this seminar, and everyone else should too. So you definitely want to be there. And on top of that, on that poster is Hype Man Dan Laser. So you most certainly will not want to miss this show here. And also, Loveless and Sandwell could do business maybe, but we'll have to see. I know you guys are busy, so I want to give you the opportunity to, if you have any final words coming up before New Heat and your opponents, DB Rivera and Bam Allen, what would they be?
We got 7 words for you.
If you with it, come get it.
Oh! Whoa! Ladies and gentlemen, that's short, sweet, and to the point. That's a reason why you need to go out there and have an opportunity to watch this match, watch the show. And if you live nearby 325 7th Street, the Richardson Building in beautiful Parkersburg, West Virginia, it's free, because we know that this show is free because you and everyone watching this made sure the WVWF got to 1,000 followers. So come on down, have a great time. You're also going to see the Universal and Hybrid
There's a lot of other good talent there too.
No doubt.
There's an open. Well, we're going to certainly, I'm sure, talk a lot about that coming up. Courtney's going to be here Sunday, so we'll have, I'm sure, a lot more to talk about there. We're going to talk about the situation with the draw, Wyatt Black, and oh my God, Phoebe Harper. We talked a lot about, I'm sure Godric Sandwell is going to certainly have a few things to say about what happens on January 10th. I mean, who knows? The collective, well, their situation. By the way, before I let you guys go, what's going on with the collective? I mean, Brittany Storm, it was the slap heard around the world. I mean, what did you think there with what's going on with the collective? I mean, you guys have certainly, had your issues with them inside the ring, and you've talked a lot about them over the past few months on Sportswire, and, it looks like they're down a member. What do you think about the collective right now?
So if that, now mind you, it's not my business.
It's not mine because I don't.
But if paying attention enough, if I understand the situation correctly, pretty much Brittany Storm has been fifth wheeling on this whole collective situation for however long she's been involved,
Months.
and she's sick of it. She's like, "Why am I? You guys aren't helping me. You're not pushing anything that I'm doing forward. I don't have a belt. You know, you're not helping me. You're not helping me in this aspect. So what do I need you for?" And I can't, you know, or maybe she went about it the wrong way, but I can't necessarily fault her for it.
Well, I mean, but could you say that compared to Brittany, the rest of the group, I mean, they are like you guys, holding championship gold, holding it down in company after company, where Brittany, to be honest, I mean, some people don't think she belongs. She's not up to standard to the Banana Man Lestat, to Ampo the Destroyer from the Kaiju from Square Circle in Tokyo. Then there's Dave Jameson, I mean, the lightning rod he is, and Daniel Tafu. I mean, with all due respect, Brittany Storm, I mean, she has not quite had the success as the Banana Man, Ampo, Dave Jameson, and Mr. Tafu. I mean, wouldn't you agree with that?
I would agree with that. I say you're 100% correct, but I'll also say that maybe this is the first sign of that fire being lit under her ass. That so now she's gonna, you know, really put, because like, listen, in this business, you either sink or you swim, and if you're done sinking, you're gonna swim. You know what I mean, like. How long are you going to? Obviously, it wasn't working for her, so she's going a different direction. That's what I would do. I mean, maybe I would go in a different direction than she chose, but something has to change. She's not wrong in that aspect.
I don't know. I mean, listen, Courtney, I gotta say it because she's gonna be on Sunday. Courtney hates her, and Courtney. I'm gonna answer when I ask Courtney this question. I'm gonna answer it as Courtney. Courtney's gonna say, "I told you, I'm always right, and I was always right about Brittany Storm and the collective." I mean, that's what's gonna happen. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with it because I mean the record speaks for itself. Brittany Storm is, you know, again, you know, we know the Banana Man and what he's done. We know what Ampo and the cat's back. The cat is back. We know what Ampo has done. We know what Dave Jameson has done. We know what Tafua has done. And then there's Brittany Storm. I mean, you know, I hate to throw it out there for us basketball fans, but Brittany Storm was almost like Pete Meyer trying to fill Michael Jordan's shoes when Michael Jordan retired the first time.
Did she ever have the women's championship in WWF?
I think she was a champion briefly, right? Or am I missing something here? Maybe once briefly. I don't know.
Well, so I mean, she did it once. She's got it.
I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong.
Once you can do it again. I mean,
right. I mean, maybe she can.
But the names are heavy hitters. They've held multiple championships and have been in there with big names like you guys have. And Brittany Storm has been given these opportunities and been given this great opportunity to join with the likes of the Banana Man, Ampo, Day, and Tafu, and it hasn't quite really panned out. So I was just, you know, curious on what you guys thought about that, because you guys have certainly had your own battles with the collective.
Yeah. Those
and I was correct, by the way. She was a
that potassium kick.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you feel better from that.
Utmost respect for those guys, by the way. The utmost respect for those guys. It was
yeah, we love the collective. They're coming back on in January, and I love hearing what Ampo has to say. I mean, because Ampo's become one of my favorites, by the way.
Ampo's pretty funny. Yeah,
Ampo is a funny man.
He's a heavy hitter.
Yeah, he is.
They're all heavy hitters, but just like you guys are now, you guys are heavy hitters, and I want to also announce it here. I guess I could say it here. Sunday night, there'll be some guy who's an MC of the 1, 2, 3. His name is Magnum Carter, and he's coming on to Sportzwire Radio 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. And if I could allow me and elaborate for the audience, because the Rarebird Chris Phoenix, I understand you may have a connection with Sunday night's guest, the MC of the 1, 2, 3, Magnum Carter.
Actually, yes, I do. He's a cousin of mine.
Oh, wow. Well, I would have never guessed.
Different. Yeah. I'm so glad to see him doing what he's doing, though. I'll tell
that's
I
awesome.
really am. I'm really happy for him.
It's in your blood, bud. It's in your blood.
Obviously. Yeah, I
he
mean,
definitely dropped some bars on here before the MC of the 1-2-3. And what a small world, Mr. Rarebird. Because, a guy like Magnum Carter has been coming on a Sportswire for months and months upon. He's been here, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 times over the past year plus. And who would have guessed that the Rarebird Chris Phoenix and the MC of the 1-2-3 Magnum Carter would be related in some form or another. Boy.
That is.
And I understand he wrestles not too far from you, even.
Well, okay. He lives about 2 hours away from me.
Well,
like almost 3 hours.
Well, it's
opposite way of like close to middle Pennsylvania.
Yes, he's near Bellefonte, and well, I'll tell you what, it's still closer than when Godric Samuel travels to other places. So comparatively to Godric, is actually closer. Let me get to a few more comments before we move on here for the evening. A fire, you say? See, didn't I say it? Who has been saying this the entire time? Courtney's gonna say I'm always right. Courtney, I'm telling you, she's gonna say I'm always right. By the way, I also got to bring this up for you guys, because I know you guys heard that introduction from Courtney on her, at the show last weekend, and maybe Courtney's got to give you that fire-like of an introduction, fellas, and maybe introduce the WVWF Tag Team Champion season, because I saw the way Courtney did that introduction. I'll put up on the YouTube stream just now, but
she did excellent. She did excellent.
I can't wait to see when she introduces you guys coming up here 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Oh. Thank you in advance, Courtney.
Yes, thank you.
And by the way, it seems like people on YouTube, they seem to agree with yours truly as well, because here it is for the footage. Then we'll play. Okay.
The men who have built WWF.
Yeah, you guys don't like to hear that part. Play it up.
All of these lights are on right now. The reason we are all here tonight, they are the Emperor Tony Sane, your WWF Mountain State Champion, the Outlaw Nate Steele, the longest reigning, most intelligent, and dominant champion in this entire state. He is Chaos Incarnate, Aaron Goddamn James. And unfortunately, we drew the short end of the stick in the annual Elf Exchange program with Santa.
Oh boy, that's just
he is for sure going to get nothing but coal for Christmas this year. He is an annoying nuisance that was never the hybrid champion. For whatever reason, he is the controversy king. Ryan Black.
okay. Yeah, obviously, I can't wait, fellas, for you guys.
Wow.
I bet that hurt. I bet that really hurt.
She just
Yeah, Courtney really want to do that one.
Hey,
That was the
can you do me a huge favor? When you have the controversy queen on here, can you give him an ice pack for me for that burn?
I can certainly remind him of the ice pack, absolutely, because I know he's coming back on here toward the end of the month of January. So I will most certainly let him know that he needs an ice pack. I will let him know and remind him of that. But I will also, when Courtney's here on Sunday, remind her that she needs to give that championship-like introduction for cease and desist when you guys come out.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
I can totally get behind that.
I don't know what her ties is with the draw, but she likes those guys, but most of them.
Well, she didn't like Ryan
But
yeah, we'll move on in a minute. And every family fights yours just happened to be in public. Well, yeah, that was definitely one that we'll be talking a lot about on Sunday's show. And Godric wishes her the best of luck. Oh boy, he's here. Speaking of which, the
Daniel
UWA Universe and the WWF Hybrid Champion, Daniel
Wow.
He wants to say hello, fellas, before we sign off. Just in the nick of
Hey,
time.
hello, buddy.
What up, bro? You know, right after we defended these titles, I went and saw Tafua, his brother, spin DJs or spin disc.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know I was gonna see him there. If I would have brought Tafua with me, but
Well, I'm sure he would have loved the invite.
yeah.
But that was I
No
mean,
clue.
disappointing.
Yeah, he got serious.
You could have maybe had Daniel Tafua bust out into a Tafu, or they could have remixed it and like did the scratch the turntable. It's funny to that because I did a voiceover job on Monday here in New York City, and the guy had a turntable and he was a DJ on the side. And if I would have known Daniel Tafua we could have busted out and did the Tafua so many times. They could have remixed it. They could have had a 12-inch version, because like sometimes when you see vinyl, they have a 12-inch version, the 24-inch version.
Right,
Have,
the little guy and then the bigger guys.
Yeah, they do, and that would have been great. The maxi single they used to have back in the day, and he changed his pick. There you go. Well, he did change it, that's for sure. But we'll have to change that intro, nevertheless. But all right, before we sign off, is there anything else you guys want to say before we get to closing thoughts?
I would like to thank you, Tom.
Yes.
I would like to thank
Big thank you.
WVWF,
Big thank you to
MVP,
them.
CSE, SCWA. Am I missing any of them?
Once we can stay here on
The
sports.
ones we've been to, really.
Yeah.
And I would also like to continue working.
And all those fans, everybody who cheers
Yes,
me,
thank you,
even
guys.
the guys that boo me, like
Boo us, cheer us.
I don't know, we're living the dream right now, and that is just the beginning. This is only step one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Wait for step 2.
because
There's a lot of steps.
you know, Tom, like, it hasn't been very long since we escaped our wrestling concentration camp. But
No, it's not.
it hasn't been very long, and look at where we are, and this is only the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, this is what we can do with what I think is 8 months. Imagine what we can do with double that.
Yeah, you guys turn to the collective, because we know, listen, the experience of the Banana Man. We know the experience of Ampo. We know the experience of Day. We know the experience of Mr. Tafua. And I think that if you guys get that same experience, I really believe that you guys are going to have the same type of success. You're on your way to it. You're on your way toward it. And I think that that's going to be why the best is yet to come for you guys. And I think we're excited about the future, and especially when it comes to you guys wrestling here January 10th, 15 days from today, over in 325 7th Street, the Richardson Building, Parkersburg, West Virginia, where you are defending those tag team championships. And
against a new challenger.
Yes.
new challenges. Yes. Promise of a new day. And you will be seeing me and my brothers doing concerts soon there. Yeah. And if your brothers are by the way, I got to bring this up. Since I'm sure you heard of Andrew Lovelace being a DJ, maybe you can bust a rhyme out and maybe cease and desist Peanut Butter and Jealous if you run into those guys in MVP, because, he is certainly a guy that can bust a tune out of two. And, Mr. Lovelace famously here once on Sportswire was a DJ, and maybe that the tune will be for Peanut Butter and Jealous is that well, you can touch this, because cease and desist is going to certainly turn Peanut Butter and Jealous, well, let's just say as slippery as a banana peel, like the Banana Man Lestat, if you guys show up in the ring together.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I agree hard. I mean, listen, we've been in each other's peripherals for
A while.
for quite some time.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Those guys were talented. Those guys were tough.
No, they're great guys. No, we love them on. And
But,
We would have had them on last weekend, but well, let's just
But
say.
cease and desist gets results, bud.
Yeah.
Cease and
Well,
desist gets results.
Well, right now, ladies and gentlemen, before we sign off, that's the proof. The proof is that they've got championship gold, and that's why Peanut Butter and Jealous doesn't. And obviously, you guys have some further fans because you have a big fan because she's really joking, saying that she's a big cease and desist fan. She's actually telling me here that that she was big fans of your guys, but in disguise was trying to say that I'm the guy that's rather attractive, but really it's you guys that are the attractive ones, she was saying. Maybe it's the Bud Light shirt.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. No, we're kidding. No, we thank Anastasia. She's, always, we love seeing her on here, and we want to certainly thank her for her support and thank everyone else for their support. If you are here, by the way, before we sign off, we will be here Sunday night with the cousin of the rare bird, Chris Phoenix. Boy, what a small world wrestling is. The MC of the
really
1-2-3 Magnum Carter. I'm going to ask Magnum about you, Mr. Rarebird.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure I do that. I'm going to certainly make sure that he knows about this, and I'm going to ask him right off the bat about
Probably
you.
watching right now. I hope he is.
Yeah, I was watching.
I'm going to certainly find that out. I'm going to certainly get to the bottom of this relationship between you two. But fellas, I know you guys got to run, so I want to give you now the opportunity for some closing thoughts. And I want to thank you guys for everything also. And congratulations on an outstanding year in 2025. I look forward to 2026 for you guys and you guys coming back onto the platform. And the best is yet to come. And I pass the baton off to both of you, and the floor is yours.
Yeah, bud.
I mean, they ain't ready.
They ain't ready.
They ain't ready.
They ain't ready. Neither am I, though. I'm hyped. So, I don't know.
That was obvious. Yeah, you are a hype man after all.
Yes. I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait for this next challenge.
Ooh, so good.
I mean, it's like after you win the belt, then what's next, right? I'm glad that it's a challenge worth taking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I agree with that. I think it's going to be a great match. I think that it's a match that I think a lot of people are going to be really intrigued to see. I think it's going to be one of those matches we're going to talk about, I think, for quite a while here on the platform. I think Bam Allen's a really intriguing fellow, and I think DB Rivera is somebody that has done it in other places, and now we'll get a chance to see him here in the WWF. And what you guys have been doing here the last 5 or 6 months, I think speaks volumes, and you guys have been great champions. You guys had a great plan, which we spoke about at the beginning of the show with Nate Steele, and I'm really excited to see how this plays out, and really I'm looking forward to talking about the WWF throughout the next year in 26, and I'm sure Courtney will put her own touches on this match as well Sunday night.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well, that's it. And are you all ready for me, though? Well, I mean, you guys have wanted it, and are you ready for Daniel Papua?
I'm hyped, bro. I'm hyped. I'm always hyped.
I'm always ready.
I stay hyped, so I ain't gotta get hyped.
Yeah, I would love to. You know what? I've been waiting for that, and we'll get. I'm sure it takes that one of these days, and we certainly look forward to seeing more from the collective, more from Cease and Desist. This is the brand new WVWF Tag Team Superstars of 2025 of the second half, and they are right now in the running for Feud of the Year. Also, Breakout Wrestler of the Year, Chris Phoenix is in the running for. So if you have a chance to vote on the WVWF Facebook pages, make sure you vote Feud of the Year, which is Cease and Desist first to draw. Also, Chris Phoenix, Breakout Star of the Year. These guys have been tag team champions now for the past few months, and they look primed and poised to keep them for a very, very long time. And also our brand new hybrid champion, which I was meant to about to say, Daniel Tafua, and he says now he's the tribal king, the tribal chief now. He's the Samoan Nightmare, the Tribal King, the Tribal Chief. He's collectively got all the names, and that's why he is just simply put Tafura. But obviously, he's not going to be back here one more time. January 10th, WVWF's latest show, New Heat, and it's a free show. If you're near the Richardson Building, it's on the WWF, because the WWF reached 1,000 followers, and I believe the WWF is going to reach another 1,000 followers after that. They'll have another free show, I'm sure, right afterwards. But these guys will be in action against the brand new team of DB Rivera and Bam Allen. You can also see these guys coming up in other places. Stay tuned for more details on their social media pages. Fellas, congratulations. Happy New Year. Thank you for all that you guys have done for us, and I look forward to seeing you guys here in the next few weeks. And can't wait to watch your match, and I'm sure Courtney will have plenty to say about it on Sunday.
Thank you, Tom.
And Happy New Year to all.
Happy New Year, bro.
Happy New Year, everybody. God bless, and the best is yet to come. And this is the team of Cease and Desist. That is the Rare Bird, Chris Phoenix, and Hype Man Dan Lasers. They are the WVWF Tag Team Champions. Also, the one and only Hype Man Dan Lasers is the CSC Hybrid Champion. And these guys will be in action, as I stated, throughout the show on January 10th, the WVWF's latest show, New Heat. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice figuratively and literally with all music, all sports, and all wrestling matters. If you're here on Sportswire Radio Sunday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, the MC of the 1-2-3, Magnum Carter, the cousin of Chris Phoenix, who knew, will be here on Sportswire Radio. Talk about his side of the story in the world of YBW. But until then, follow the WVWF, follow these guys on social media. Hit the sub button for us if you like. And until then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. On the number one global radio station that is Sportswire Radio, where all music, all sports, and all wrestling matters is. Thank you, everybody. Happy New Year to those that won't be here with us until 2026. And guys, likewise to you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.
See you tomorrow.